So I thought, let me share with you guys some tips on how to prepare for the upcoming tax season. I feel like these are great tips that are going to help the process be a little bit smoother for you.
Been moving slowly, so we are.
Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to the vlog. So the weekend has officially started and I need to get a few things. So I'm on my way out to the mall and I'm trying to decide if I should style this hair or if free. I'm leaning towards the free. But in any case, at the mall I need to get a new foundation. As you know guys, I'm on the hunt for a new everyday work foundation, and for a few months now I've been using the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I have loved it, but iphelem sinyane, and I did suspect because Sana, that bottle is so small. That's my only qualm with it. Also, like as we're getting into like winter and stuff, ingati it's a little bit drying, but ukubone, if you do like your skincare before and you prep your skin, then it's not as bad, you know. So I don't mind it. So far it's like number one on my list. But today I'm going to try and get the Lancome foundation that everybody raves about. So yeah, I need to get that. I also need to get Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream, because I've been surviving without it, but since the winter started, girl, look here. My lips are extremely painful, so something needs to be done. So I need to get that. I need to do groceries for the week. I've already written down sort of like the menu for the next week. So I need to just get groceries, and yeah, we'll see what else we're gonna get. Hey, so come with me, let's go to the mall.
Your eyes tell me that you don't want to leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting...
Yeah.
I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do.
Sana. So, update. Baby. I'm not done. So I got matched for my foundation. I'll show you guys a little bit later on when I get home. Got matched for my foundation, and then yeah, also bought a serum, and got my 8-hour cream. Fine. Then I walked around a little bit, and then I went to at home. I can't believe what I did at home. I'll show you guys later. And then after at home, I went to Clicks. I booked and indoor that we needed at home, like washing powder, dishwashing liquid. And then I got this also at Clicks. So this is the apricot edition. Yeah, Red Bull. I really like this flavor. If you follow me on Instagram, you'd have seen that I did a taste test on the new flavor. The pomegranate, didn't like it. I don't rate it at all, but all of the other flavors I'm quite into, and this is my latest one that I'm quite into. It's like apricot and strawberry, so I quite like it. It's really giving. Seriously, Red Bull needs to sponsor me on this channel, because I'm always Always drinking Red Bull. Anyways, Ndizol Coca Amandla here in the car because I still need to go to Woolies to get a few things and then go to Checkers to get a few things. So basically the rest of the things I'm getting are groceries, and lucky for me I already did like a menu for the next week, so I hopefully won't be buying any unnecessary things. And then I think so I will go to Macro because I forgot my Macro card at home. If you don't know, in Macro you get given like this card. I don't know why, but you get given like this card that you need to swipe every time you purchase something from Macro. If you don't have that card, or you don't have like the Macro app that keeps your card, then you can't buy there. I guess they can make me like a temporary thing, a temporary card. Yeah, I think let me go try my luck and see if they can give me like a temporary number, because yeah, I don't feel like going back tomorrow. So yeah, let me get on with my grocery shopping, and I'll show you guys a haul of all the things that I got later on. I lied. I'm at Pick n Pay Clothing, and I just had to come in here because I saw this. It's the trench that I've been looking at all of the sites that like Superbalist, Shein, all of the things. So let me fit it on. I got 2 sizes. Yeah. Okay. I was actually worried that it's gonna be short, but it's actually a good length. It's quite warm as well. I love that detail at the back. Baby, get in my way now, don't be. I'm tired. So I don't think I'm going to Macro today. I'll go tomorrow. Yeah, life. Life usana ziduru izinto sifuna i-change. But anyways, I just ordered Panarottis, so I'm waiting for that. They said it's going to be ready in like 25 to 30 minutes, so I'm going to drive around when it's ready and drive around when it's ready and go and pick it up. Yo son, my lips are so dry. But yeah, I think I'm done shopping for the day. I'm gonna pick up my food and then I'll show you guys what I got. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances say I'm nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. The things I love, the things I love, the things I love, 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 love. The things Oh, my hair is free. So I've just put away my groceries and I want to show you guys the haul. Well, not much of a haul because I didn't get much, but what I got from Pick n Pay, Clothing, Edgar's, and at home. It started a Pick n Pay one. So I wasn't planning on buying any clothing items today or anytime soon. But I've been wanting this jacket. I don't know if you guys know, but I've been wanting like this trench coat for a long time, and I literally had this specific trench coat. I'm sure you saw the video of me earlier at Pick n Pay. So I've got this specific trench coat favorited on Superbalist. I've got it on Shein. I've got it, I think, on Bash as well, like just everywhere. And ndibonile kwa Pick n Pay, and it's actually quite good quality. I got it in a size large because the extra large was a little too big, you know. The large is perfect. There's enough room for me to actually layer up my clothing underneath, but the way that it is, it's actually quite warm here because it is lined, as you can see, and the material is just to die for, and it's going for $3.99, which is kind of a steal. It's kind of a steal, and this was the last large in store. So I was like, should I take it now or should I go home to think about it? But what am I actually thinking about? Because I've literally favorited this exact coat so many times on all of my apps. So I decided to get this, and for 400 Rand, ciao, please. It has pockets and it comes with this cute little belt detail, so I'm quite happy with it. So for some reason on the hanger it looks like quite short, but when I fit it on, it's actually the length that I wanted. So yeah, I decided to get this, and I've actually got some ideas. Can wear it with a skirt, can wear it with pants, can wear it with everything. And then, as you saw, I was in Edgar's to get matched for the Lancome foundation. There, Sana, it was so difficult matching me, but not for the reasons that you think. There's actually two shades that are like next to each other that could literally match me to a T. So I was looking at these shades like, okay, which one? She literally had to do like half my face with the one and half my face with the other. So we ended up going with 455W, and it's the Taint Idol Ultra Wear Foundation. So it claims to be up to 24-hour wear, breathable coverage. She also said that you can build it up to full coverage, buildable full coverage, it says. So I am excited to try this. And how big is this? This is also 30 mils, so it's a similar size to the Estee Lauder. It comes in this beautiful bottle. I sent the guys, and like there's this gold detail at the top, beautiful, and then it's got like this frosted look. Ooh. And it's a pump foundation, which love, but you do have the option to open it up. So yeah, I will be reviewing this but on Instagram, so make sure you're following me on Instagram to see how this, first of all, covers my dark marks, second of all, how it wears on a busy work day. So I'm gonna have a reel for Instagram up. And then since I was at the counter, at the Lancome counter, I decided, no man, let me try out this Lancome Advanced Genifique serum. Listen, Unontando has been going on and on and on about this serum, and I decided, you know what, let me try it out. So I got the smallest size, so I think I'll also like do a reel on how I like it. Oh, the packaging, it's so luxurious. I'm loving the packaging. So this is a youth activating concentrate. So when I was speaking to the lady at Edgar's at the Lancome counter, she said that it's got some vitamin C, but you are able to wear it during the day. And then she also said you can use it day or night. Oh, that's a beautiful bottle. All right, you can wear it day or night. And what else did she say? You can wear it during the day or night, and it targets like, it's like an anti-aging and also like a dark mark reducing kind of a serum. Yeah, all in one. So I'm excited to try this. Yo, it's quite expensive, Kesana. This is the 20 ml, and I think it was about 620 rand, I believe. And then I actually don't know how much the foundation is. I will pop it up on screen, but I'll also mention it in my Instagram reel. And then because I was at the Lancome counter, the lady there was so nice. Yo, I love her. She gave me a gift. So this is the tonic, the Lancome tonic. She said it's like a toner or a makeup remover. You can use it as both. Ooh, so I'm gonna be trying this out as well. So I got that as a gift, and then she also gave me this beautiful, oh my gosh, it's like a full-on toiletry bag. Then she gave me this beautiful Lancome toiletry bag. I said, Sana, how does she know like I'm into pink like that? But it just says Lancome there. It feels so luxurious. And yeah, I'm gonna pop my little Lancome situations in there. And yeah, oh, this is so pretty. So, and this was my first time purchasing from Lancome. So I don't have any like reference as to the products or anything like that. And then the last thing that I got from Edgar's is 8-hour cream. Girl, I needed this. Like my lips have been needing this. Yo, guys, shame. My lips have been needing this so badly. So badly. Oh yeah. Yo guys, the lip stuff is a koyo. Like, number one, they don't last. Like in the packaging, in the tube, they don't last. Number two, on your lips you have to continuously apply, and like I'm tired of that. Like 8-hour cream, I know it's gonna last me like 6 months to a year, and yeah, probably closer to a year. And I know that if I apply it, it's gonna stay on my lips, and it's going to like sort out the worries that I have, like sort out all of the things, you know, like my dry lips, my extremely dry and dehydrated lips during the winter. Whew, Sana, it's a pity that it's $1 million, but I don't have any other choice. It's my favorite. It's the one thing that works for me lately. If you know of another like lip stuff that like really works for you and lasts like long, I don't want to continuously buy things, you know. I'm like very stingy. Even today I was glitching a little bit. But if you know of like a good lip stuff that is like more affordable than this, but also like lasts long, please let me know. Let me know, you guys. But yeah, that's my little Edgar's haul. And then lastly, I went to At Home. Listen, go at home, guys. I wasn't okay. I was there for this, ne? I was there for this, but I was just there to look at it. You know, I wasn't there to buy it. I was there to look at it. I was like, okay, let me just see, because I saw that they're now selling these at home. You know, so I was like, let me go look at it. And then I got there and I couldn't see any in the store. And then as I walked out, I saw it in the window. Excuse me, zippy ezinye wabesithi ufuna iphi color, ndithi ngifuna pink lo surface terrain, and she's like, girl, that's the last one, take it. So I did it, you guys. I did it. I got a Stanley Cup. I know you guys are gonna say, like, what's so great about what is so great about a cup? Number one, I love how it looks. It's super cute. That's just on number one. Number two, like, I had a dupe. You guys know I really tried. As an accountant, I can justify my purchase because I did have the dupe. I had the dupe. It was pink. It was from Shein. But after like a few washes and a few uses, like, it stopped having like effect of keeping my water cold. And like, if you know me, you know, like, I need my water to be like North Pole cold. So, and like, I'm that kind of a person, ne? If I want like something, I want like the real thing, you know? If I like the real thing, I'd rather get like the real thing. Otherwise, my calling is you know? And I really love like the Stanley. I love the design. I love just the logo. I love, okay, I'm not gonna justify my purchase to you guys, but anyway, I got a Stanley from At Home. If you are in PE, ziphelile kwa At Home, but you can get them from Fraser's. Fraser's has some more. I'm fighting the feminine urge to get this in every color because I really want the green, like the olive green, and I also want the black for my husband so that we can matchy. But yeah, Fraser's, Panga, check us in Bay West Mall. They've got 4 colors. They've got this color, which is the pink. Then they've got the cream. Then they've got the green, and then they've got a black one. I'm so excited about this. But anyways, you guys, let me put away these things, and then I just need to plan some things for tomorrow. I will see you guys in a little bit. Good morning, everybody. It's the next morning. I ended up not doing much yesterday after you saw me. I didn't get through the things that I needed to get through, so I had the rest of my pizza and I just sort of like watched the rest of The Perfect Match, and that was pretty much my evening. This morning, what I want to start by doing is I want to put away these dishes on this vasile, and I just didn't have lists to put them away, so I need to put them away. And then I need to film some content, and then number 3, I need to get my tax matters in order, but I'll speak about that a little bit later. So let me tidy up a little bit and I'll catch up with you guys somewhere along the line.
Up and leave. Take a lot of courage just to live out your dreams. Bigger picture I could see if I just close my eyes. Have the foresight to believe. Time don't move backwards, it speeds to the future fearlessly. Charging forward. great. Even on the bad days, I thank God for making me brave. Living free, wanna die when I'm 123. Really wish that all my heroes would notice me, so I could be one of the greats on a big stage, inspiring people to pray and give thanks, 'cause somehow we made it. We're always protected while building our legacy. Travel the world, raise baby girls, marry my best friend. I'm manifesting and not concerned, 'cause whatever happens, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Hey guys, update. So yesterday I did a little bit of laundry, so I went to go and hang up those clothes, and then I put in my final load of laundry, and it's currently going right now. I've just filmed a Garnier campaign. It's the last leg of, you know, the Garnier content that I needed to put out. So I'm basically filming like the results. That is why I am barefaced. So I'm filming the results of, you know, the Garnier charcoal challenge after 3 weeks. So make sure you're following me on Instagram and TikTok, because that's where you'll be able to see like all of the things. But highly recommend, guys, all in all, highly recommend the Garnier charcoal range, because you'll see. If you know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. So yeah, in any case, I'm going to now change into my Ingram stuff, because I need to film, I need to shoot some stills for the Ingram's campaign. So I'm gonna do that quickly, and then after that, the last thing that I need to do is just edit these, cue them to go off when they need to go off, and then do my taxes. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys when I'm done shooting my photos.
Is so beautiful. Time is what makes it ugly, but time after time and through every turn in this life, I could use some stability.
Shut
So it's not really going anywhere.
Shut
It's definitely
up.
transferring back.
Shut the front door.
I kind of like ran. I feel like this liquid brush goes on so well, and I know right now we're seeing how it works with the brushes, but I feel like when I apply it with my finger to the product, it like my finger warms it up, so I'm able to like really like blend it in there.
Wait a minute. Stop the lorry. Excuse me, Lancome. I beg your finest pardon. Let me let me do my whole face, because hey boo.
Every way, your mind and your body could ever change. We fly and we fall, but we don't fall apart. Break after break, each piece of my heart. Lovers have come and lovers have gone, but you still feel like right when the whole world feels wrong. They say history repeats itself, but a memory is for the shelf. Well, I replay the moments and years of our lives while I'm praying and hoping there will always be you and I. Over the years, the troubles are brought, over the fears, the you and I, over the joys, the love and the wind, over the sun, you and I, over the rainbow, the house of the wise, over a dream always repeats itself, but a memory is for the shelf. Well, I replay the moments and years of our lives while I'm praying and hoping we will always be.
Protecting my peace for so long, a little too good, now I'm solo. Watching reruns of the same shows, almost everybody I'm a no-show. Even with green lights I don't go. Never been sure, no I don't know. How does everybody else let go of their egos? Don't go out nearly as much as I should. Barely know the way around my neighborhood. I'm ruminating, I feel no good. Not living life like I know I could, like I know I could, like I know I should, like I know I could, like I know I could, like I could if you would show me, yeah. If you would show me, yeah, yeah. If you would show me, yeah, yeah. I spent so much time daydreaming, so now I don't know how I'm feeling. Don't know who is the real me, and minding my
I'm set at my desk because tax filing season is coming up soon, and I'm about to get myself organized so that when filing does open, then it's like a lot more seamless. Get in, get out, get my money as soon as possible. So I thought, let me share with you guys some tips on how to prepare for the upcoming tax season, whether it's your first time filing or you're a more seasoned filer. I feel like these are great tips that are going to help the process be a little bit smoother for you. So let's get into it. So I thought, let me move a little bit back because I felt like I was like too in the sun. So first of all, let us talk about what it means to get a tax refund. Like, what exactly is a tax refund? So basically, a tax refund, if I can just simplify it down to its core, it's literally when you have paid too much tax to SARS, and now as a result they owe you some ka-ching back. Okay, so as you know, like every year at the budget speech, the Minister of Finance will sort of like announce what the tax rates are for like individuals, businesses, what have you. But it's absolutely impossible because especially if you are employed, to calculate exactly how much tax you need to pay, because there's a lot to take into account, right? Some of us have businesses on the side that are sole proprietorships or partnerships, and there's business expenses that we can take advantage of. Some people are freelancers, so that's a whole like other different board game. It's impossible basically for SARS to calculate your tax, to calculate your taxes to the T, because you do pay your taxes up front. Unlike in other countries where you get your gross income and then you decide what to do with it, and then at the end of it all, when tax season rolls around, you then have to pay to the receiver of revenue or the Federal Reserve, I think it's called, however much tax that you need to pay that year. Okay, so in South Africa it works a little bit different. You pay the tax up front, especially if you're employed. You'll see on your pay slip there's a line called PAYE. It stands for pay as you earn. So basically all of that is to say that the people who get a refund is the people who have paid too much tax to SARS. Now, when you get your assessment, right, and I'll speak about the assessment a little bit later on or in another video, but when you get your assessment, right, I know like you're probably confused if you're going to receive, when does it mean that you're going to receive a refund, right? So if you get your assessment, or if you do like your taxation calculation and your number at I think it's like liability or tax owed or something like that, if the bottom line number is a negative, then that means that you're eligible for a refund. It means that SARS owes you money. If that amount is a positive, then you owe that amount of money to SARS. Okay, but I think also in a later video I'll speak about like how you can, you know, defer paying that amount, or how you can put an arrangement in place for you to pay that amount, because you know sometimes it's a lot of money, and you might not necessarily have that money at that time, and you're probably scared that SARS is going to come after you. There are ways. I will speak about them in a later video. These are just the tips for us to get the ball rolling, and what we should have ready for us to be able to file our taxes. Okay, so the first thing that you need to take note of are important dates for this tax season. So normally tax season runs from like July to about November, but I'm going to give you like the exact dates. So please note them down so that you don't forget. So basically from the 1st to the 14th of July, SARS is going to issue auto assessments, okay? And then from the 15th of July up until the 31st of October, this is then now your filing season if you are a non-provisional taxpayer, okay? So make sure that you file your tax return within that period of time, so as to avoid penalties and fines and all of that stuff, okay? And then if you are a provisional taxpayer, then your tax season is going to go from the 15th of July 2024 up until the 20th of January 2025. And lastly, for trusts, tax season is from the 16th of September 2024 to the 20th of January 2025. So yeah, so now your next question might be, does everybody have to file a return? And the answer is no. So there are criteria that SARS has, you know, set up, and if you meet all of these criteria, then you don't need to submit, a tax return. So these are the criteria. So the first one is that your remuneration needs to be less than 500,000 Rand for the year. Secondly, you need to have only received income from one employer or from like one source. So for example, if you are employed somewhere and you've got a side hustle or a business, then immediately that doesn't apply to you. But if you're someone who works the one job, doesn't have any other sources of income, then you definitely meet this criteria. Thirdly, similar to the last one, you need to not be receiving any other form of income, such as taxable interest income, rental, car allowance, travel allowance, or any other taxable fringe benefit. Then lastly, you don't want to have like any other allowable claims in the form of retirement annuity, contributions, Section 18A, which is donations to a PBO. You don't have any additional medical expenses that you want to credit, and so on and so forth. So basically, you are just receiving that one income, and that one income is less than 500,000 Rand, and everything of yours is literally straightforward. Yeah, then if you meet all of those criteria, then you don't have to file a tax return. All right, next up, you need to make sure that you've got all the relevant documents that you are going to need. Now, I'm going to give you like an example of the documents that you're going to need in order to file your taxes. Some of them are automatically loaded onto SARS, but some of them you just need to keep on the side in case you get audited or SARS wants those documents for you. So firstly, if you are employed somewhere, you need to have your IRP5, or you need to have an IT3A certificate. And then secondly, if you are on some kind of medical aid, if you are the principal member in your medical aid, then you need your medical aid certificate. You will see in your emails or via mail, your specific medical aid is going to start handing out those medical aid certificates. Then you also need the receipts for the medical expenses that were not covered for your medical aid. So I'll make an example. If you're on a medical aid, right? And say you needed to go to the doctor for some reason, and then your medical aid only covered a portion of that doctor's consultation, and then you had to pay like the remaining amount, right? So that remaining amount, you are able to sort of claim a portion of it in the tax credit calculation. So you need to keep those receipts. If you didn't keep them from last year, don't worry. Try and look for them if they are digital. But for the tax year that we are currently in, that is ending in Feb 2025, make sure, guys, if you go to your Gwenza's bags and your medical aid doesn't cover the full cost of those glasses, keep that receipt. If you had a medical procedure done and your medical aid doesn't cover it, or you had to pay additional expenses, if you had to pay for medication that wasn't covered for your medical aid, please make sure you file as a receipt so that next year you can use those to your benefit. So if you do know where those receipts are, or if you can remember some medical expenses that you had to pay, maybe ask your doctor to print you a receipt, or ask the pharmacy, or I don't know, ask for somebody to print you those receipts so that you can have them in order to be able to claim against them. Okay, and also your various retirement annuities or your pension funds are also gonna give you like a certificate for tax purposes, so make sure that you've got that as well, whether it's filed digitally on your computer or you've got it like physically in a file. As long as you have it somewhere handy. And then you might have seen, I don't know if all banks have done it, but you might have seen like your bank sending you your interest income. So if you've got like a savings account with the bank, or you've got some kind of saving or investment at the bank, then you will have seen that they sent you like your interest sort of certificate, or detailing how much interest you've made on your investments or your cash savings, and all of that stuff. I also saw for me that they also sent like how much I made like on the stock market, how much interest I accumulated on certain investments and all of that stuff. So you don't have to calculate it yourself. They literally do it for you, and then they send you as a certificate, and all you have to do is take that number and plug it into the tax computation. And then other documents are like logbooks. So for example, if you are going to claim for travel expenses, that whole complicated calculation, make sure that you've got your logbook handy, because you know, if you are chosen for an audit, then at least you've got your logbook. Make sure that you've got the photo, time and date stamped of your odometer at the beginning of the tax season, at the end of the tax season. Just have it ready, okay? Have it ready, because if you are chosen for an audit, it's going to delay your refund if you spend a lot of time going back and looking for these things. So if you have them handy, as soon as they say we're auditing, you give them all of your proof and all of your documents, and within no time you will get passed through the system, and then you get your refund within days, guys. Please. You get your refund within days. Jonga times are tough, so literally everyone is praying for a refund at this moment, I'm pretty sure. All right, and then I just wanna spend a moment on side hustlers or freelancers. Like, what type of documents do you have to keep? Because obviously you're not really employed by anyone, you're self-employed, so you probably won't have an IRP5 unless your company has registered itself to collect PAYE, and it's, come on, what do you do? Okay, so for you, make sure you are keeping a record of all of the salaries that you've been paying yourself, like you know, your pay slips and all of that stuff. Make sure that you've got financial statements for your business or your side hustle, even if it's just like a skeleton, you know, skeleton financial statements, but you need to show basically the flow of money in your business. I would suggest you have a separate bank account from yourself and the business, so that you can much easily draw a line to where the business expenses start and where the personal expenses stop. Again, for audit purposes, if there are expenses that you swiped on your business card, you know, they will be like as much as they would if they were on your personal account, especially for, you know, influencers or someone who creates content. The clothes that you buy, your cell phone and all of that stuff, if you swiped it on your personal account, you might have to motivate a lot more to prove that that's actually a business expense. Whereas if Zibekwa, you swiped it on your business card, you can see it's going through the business. Even if you haven't registered the business separate to yourself, if you are able to see like the flow of money being separate, then everything will be organized, everything will be much easier to explain to the receiver of revenue. Okay, so for you, keep all of the receipts, okay? Especially if you're an influencer, keep all of the receipts of the things you buy, the makeup you buy for your photo shoots, the things you buy for your hauls, literally everything that you buy to create content, every single thing that you buy to create content. Your camera that you bought to, you know, start your YouTube channel, your laptop that you bought to start your YouTube channel. Yes, those won't be like your normal deductions, but wear and tear allowance, you understand, wear and tear allowance on business assets. So like, keep everything in a file, rather have more. It's better to rather have something and not need it than to not have it and you actually need it. So if you are a side hustler, if you are self-employed, literally keep everything. Keep a spreadsheet of everything that goes on in your business and keep the receipts. in a file or digitally. Literally, if you didn't think of keeping any of those, like I said, for next year, starting now, at least you've got some time until Feb 2025. If you didn't think to keep any of your receipts for anything, your team lunches with clients, anything that you spent on your side hustle, just park it for now. If you don't have it, you don't have it. But starting now, like, be more intentional about planning for your taxes. Maybe I'll do a video next year so that when we start the new tax year, on the 1st of March, then we can sort of look at how to tax plan from the beginning. I don't know if that will help anybody. Let me know by giving this video a thumbs up if it would. All right, and lastly, just on this documents point, keep your documents all in one place and have backups of your documents. Okay, so if you are storing your documents digitally, make sure you know like which hard drive they're in, or which folder you stored them in, or which cloud solution you stored them in. There's no use like keeping all of the stuff if one is going to be in Google Drive, another one is in Dropbox, another one is there, another one is there, another one is, you know, have everything all in like one thing. If you are more of a physical person, on your file, even if people send you like receipts and tax certificates via email, print them out and put them in your file. Don't get no if I can find it in whichever way that you prefer. Make sure that you've got your things all in one place and actually in two places. Make sure they're together, and also make sure that you've got a backup version as well. Next, let's talk about the resources that are at your disposal that are going to help you file your taxes. So first of all, no brainer, SARS e-filing is your go-to tool. Okay, if you are a taxpayer or if you are a person who doesn't meet all of the requirements that we spoke about before, to not file a tax return, which means you have to file a tax return, everyone who has to file a tax return, and you're not registered on e-filing, SARS e-filing, then please make sure you can even do it now. You don't have to wait for, you know, tax season to start. Do it now. Go and register. I promise you, it's a lot less hassle than actually going to the SARS branch, making an appointment, getting an appointment that is like so far out, then still going there, and it's just trust me, register for e-filing. I will leave a link to SARS e-filing in the description box, but make sure that by the time tax season starts, you are an e-filer. Another tool that I have made use of when I was not completely sure about how to file my taxes is TaxTim. Now, I came into knowing about TaxTim in varsity. We had to, you know, play around with it during tax class. And actually the first time that I filed my taxes, I did it through TaxTim. I think at that time it was about 620 Rand, I believe, to file my taxes, for them to file my taxes. And then I received like half of that, if not 100% of that back in banking rewards. So it's an absolutely amazing tool, especially if you aren't sure, especially if you are not sure as to how to file your own taxes. I at the time was not qualified, and I didn't, you know, it was my first time and I didn't feel equipped enough to file my own taxes, you know. And my assessment at the time came back, I think it was about 3.5 thousand Rand that I owe SARS, and I was like, absolutely not. So I filed through TaxTim, and I actually got a refund that time. And it's got nice prompts on TaxTim, you'll see, and it like sort of teaches you how to come to terms with, you know, the filing process and what you need to be thinking about. It's got prompt questions, and it tells you exactly where to look on your RP5, where to look on your tax certificates, and it tells you exactly what is what and why you need to put it where. So if you don't have, you know, the funds to make use of a professional tax practitioner or consultant, then I think TaxTim is a really nice go-to. This is not sponsored, by the way. I was a TaxTim client and I enjoyed using their service. It was pretty quick, pretty easy, pretty seamless, and they filed my tax return and but ever since then I've just been filing my own taxes, because I just gained confidence, because I was more familiar with the e-filing platform and what I need to do, and then couple that with my education and academic knowledge, then yeah, so I've been filing my own since then. But if you are unsure, I think TaxTim is, you know, pretty affordable. It's a lot less than actually seeing probably like a professional tax planner, tax practitioner, whatever. But yeah. And then the last resource that I want to speak about is tax professionals. So especially if you've got like, you know, a more complex, you know, taxation life, you know, if you've got your job and you've got side hustles and you've got this and you've got that, you might need to sit down with a tax professional and an accountant to sort of plan your life, you know. Like I always say that when you're sick, you go to the doctor, you know. So in seasons like this, when you do want to maximize your refund, you do want to be paying, you know, a fair taxation for yourself. So it's always a good idea to seek help from a professional, especially if you yourself are not a professional. But also if you are a professional, like if you are a CA, sometimes you do need like that third person to have a look, you know, an objective look at your things, and sort of advise you. Yeah, so make use of the professionals. They are literally out there to help you as much as possible with this process. I would suggest, if you are a first timer and you don't know what is cooking at all, you know, set aside a little budget, find a tax practitioner that is affordable for you, and you know, even if you sit down for just the consultancy, to just have them look at what you have and, you know, sort of teach you like maybe an hour, you know, just brainstorm with you what needs to be done, and then make use of text, I don't know, you know, just to help you and equip you, especially for the future, to plan better for tax season. I think it's always a good idea to go to the experts, and just be about your daily life. I do hope you have found my tips to be helpful. Another thing that I actually want to speak about is the SARS auto assessment. So if you are interested in seeing a video talking specifically about it and going in depth, let me know by leaving a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you next week for another video. Thank you so much for watching, guys.